In this section of the course, I'll be taking you through concepts like how to measure opens, manage unsubscribe rates, and more. First up, we're going to look into email open rates, especially as they tend to be regarded as the top of the funnel as far as email metrics go. Open rates tend to have a flow-on effect on all other metrics. For example, if few people open your email, so your click rate and other metrics will suffer as a result. Your email campaign's open rate is a measure of how many people open an email or view a given campaign. The open rate is normally expressed as a percentage, and it can be calculated as follows. Open rate is equal to emails opened divided by emails sent minus bounces. So, a 20% open rate would mean that for every 10 emails delivered to the inbox, 2 were actually opened. How do you measure an open? It is important to understand that open rate is not a 100% accurate measure. Recording an open can only happen if the reader's email client is capable of displaying HTML with images and that option is turned on. So if you are sending text-only emails, there is no way to record open rates. Similarly, people reading HTML emails without images showing will not be recorded as opens. The only exception is that opens are generally recorded for people who clicked a link in a campaign, even if they didn't download any images. Another issue is that your readers may have a preview pane in their email client. That preview pane might be displaying your email automatically, without the reader ever having to click on or read the email. In all, you should never take your open rate as a hard and fast number, because you can never know the true figure. It is much better used as a general guide and as a way of measuring the trends on your email campaigns. So what is a typical open rate? Really, there is no typical open rate. The rate obtained for any list or group of lists will depend on how it was measured, when it was sent, the size of the list, and countless other variables. There is no shortage of benchmark numbers out there, but even between benchmark figures you will find big variation in the reported open rates. Based on the research out there, the bottom line is that if you are getting an open rate between 20% and 40%, you are probably somewhere around average. Very few lists of reasonable size are getting much above 50% open rates from normal campaigns. Your list may have some specific factors that give you higher rates. However, don't expect to be getting 80% open rates. People are too busy, inboxes are too full, and the measurements are technically limited. So how do we increase open rates? There are a ton of elements that you can vary to try to entice more of your subscribers to open your emails, and here are just a few things you could try. Experiment with your subject lines. Try including details about the content of your email right in the subject line instead of using your standard subjects. Get the important content up to the top. Remember that many people will see a preview of your email before deciding to open it or ignore it. Make sure your email is recognizable and that the key points are in the top third. There are many other factors that have influenced email open rates, and these are just some ideas that you can use to increase your open rate.